Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, depending where you are watching from. Welcome back again to my channel. It's a real Edo girl. So, what are we going to talk about today? It's about the rates women are blamed for marriage breakup in our society. How many women is being blamed for their marriage breakup? That is what we are going to teach today, and we are going to use the Osagie, Winifred, and about Obazee to teach. Okay, the advice that, or what people normally call saga. Okay, because I normally say that everything is not saga on social media. Everything is not saga on social media. There are things that are not saga. Okay, there are things that you don't just call it saga, but because many of you believe that everything is saga, when you see the truth, when you see what is right, you cannot say it, you cannot comment it, you just brand everything saga on social media. That is the same reason most of those social media people, or people that are watching, they are not developing, they are not moving forward today, because they always tend to classify everything as saga. Everything is saga. They don't start saga again, they are doing saga. No, everything is not saga on social media. There are things that are reality. There are things that when you open your third eye, your fourth eye, your fifth eye, your fourth brain, your fifth brain, your second brain, you will understand that this social media, everything is not actually saga. There are things that you need to learn from even the saga that you are watching. The most of the time, when the real truth comes out, many of us don't want to really listen to it, because we believe that everything is saga. If they are doing saga, no, everything is not saga. That is why you have to be very, very wise. You have to listen very, very carefully to anything that people are doing on social media, and you should have an open mindset. Okay, another thing is for you to have an open mindset, so that you will understand and pick very, very fast when things are happening. You don't have to brand it as saga. You don't have to say, oh, they have started again. You have to stay in a level of comprehending, understanding what is truly happening to this person or to that person. Okay, because most of our women, we have spent most of our years on this health, being blamed for everything that practically happened in our, from our father's house, our mother's, our family home, the society. When it comes to marriage, when it comes to a man's failure, we are blamed for everything. We black women, we African women, we are blamed for everything. When we marry a lazy man, the man cannot produce a family livelihood, money, take care of the children. Even when a man cannot even born, the women are the one to blame why he no fit born. It's the woman's fault. Most of us have stayed on blame for years. A man will maltreat you, a man will do something wrong, and people will still turn around and blame you that now you cause am, now you no make am do this, now you no make am do that. We have stayed on blame for long, and we need to spot this thing, because many of our women are not happy with the way we blame them practically for everything that is happening to our men. Everything that is happening in the society is blamed on the women. When it comes to family, when it comes to breakup, no matter how a man will treat you badly, at the end of the day, people will still turn around to blame you that you didn't tie the man well, you didn't have character, you didn't have this, you don't have that. They will still come around and blame you. I begin to wonder if our many people in our society are crazy. Are they with their right senses? Are they okay? I begin to question this thing. That is why I decided to create this channel, whereby we can talk, okay, and see a lot of this dysfunctional behavior from a lot of people, where they don't understand what is actually going on, but they want to blame women for practically everything that is happening. And this same behavior affected the men Most of the men can't take accountability because everything is going to be blamed on the women. Most of the men can't get better in their behavior, academically, financially, being a responsible man, being a provider, and taking care of their wife, respecting their wife, and respecting their children and their manhood. Many men refuse to do that because there are women that are there to blame the woman. There are men that are there that will blame you. No matter and irrelevant of what happened, the blame is going to be yours because you never hold your family well. You wasn't respectful. You wasn't doing this, you wasn't doing that. They will come around and blame you. They will turn around and blame you as if you were supposed to be the one to hold the marriage. No matter what, you were supposed to hold your family, no matter the heat treatment you have. But I noticed that most of the women are beginning to wake up. Most of them are beginning to wake up with time that no, they can't take this thing, and they have to walk away. And when they walk away, you see the blame game, you see the gaslighting, you see the tripping of women all the time on social media, in our normal lives too. So we need to highlight this behavior. We need to highlight it because no woman, no African woman want to leave their marriage without no reason. No one that I know have planned to leave their marriage because they want to leave, because they want to be single. No. Something prompts many women to walk away from their marriage because most of our Daki men have made marriage a bondage, a prison for so many women, where they have to stay and tolerate pain, tolerate bad behavior, tolerate everything you see. That is why in your first day of getting married, they will tell you to go there and tolerate. And what are you going to tolerate? This man, knowing that you have been told to tolerate him, he will give you nonsense. He is ready to give you everything that you have to tolerate, because if he's behaving well, how are you going to tolerate something when somebody is behaving well? He won't. Be that notion, that thing has been instilled on both of them, that you will be the bad guy, she will be the one to bear all your nonsense and tolerate all your nonsense. So the guy is going to behave badly so that the woman will have something to tolerate, so that when she comes to social media, she can say, oh, we have been to hell, we have stayed together, we have been to this, we have suffered a lot. They will have something to give you to suffer. That is why you, as a woman, you need to unlearn every nonsense that have been put in your head and begin to learn something new for yourself. If you want to live a better life, if you want a healthy relationship in this community, unlearn a lot of things, to learn new things that will make your life better, that will make your relationship better. There are things that you don't need to tolerate, whether marriage or no marriage. There are things you don't need to tolerate when a relationship starts, because it's the way you start it, that is the way it is going to be. It is what you give to a man, it is what you allow a man to do to you or a woman to do to you, is what that person will do. But when you have a boundary, you have a relationship, a marriage, whereby the man knows his boundary, and you yourself, you know what you can tolerate and what you cannot. It is easy for you. You cannot just go into a relationship, a business, where there is no guidelines, where there is nothing, everywhere is anything that happened. Is not, that is why we see the blame always go to the women today. That, oh, you do this, oh, you do that, but we don't see what this person is doing before this woman choose to walk out of the relationship. They don't think that, many of them don't believe that those behavior that the person is doing, maybe the time you needed him most, he wasn't there. This man has been cheating around, he has been disrespecting you publicly, rude to you, rude to your family, rude to your friends, doing a lot of things that is not right to you. And many of people in our community, they don't see wrong in all those things. They don't understand that this behavior is going to recuperate on your marriage. This behavior can affect your marriage. This behavior can make this woman to think twice, that this man, I can't move on with him anymore. But they see that every man can come into your life and do anything they want, and you don't have to react. The moment you react, it is a problem. We have lived in this situation as women for long, and this need to change. Women are not rehabilitation center where every man can go and abuse and do whatever they want, and you are not going to react because you want to stay married, because they believe that if you it depends on how many suffering, how many abuse, how many disrespect you can take in your marriage. That is what will make you be a married woman. No, darling. It will make you be a broken woman. It will make you look like a foot match that anybody can come and match you. And at the end of the day, when you don't give people boundaries, you don't give people limits, you don't give people what they can do to you and what they cannot do to you, at the end of the day, you are going to still end up single. And this man will go back to the next woman, because most of our men, they are very easy to replace women. It is very easy to replace women. And most of our women, they are ready to be the next to replace you. It's very, very fast for most of these guys that have this mentality of, I can do what I like in my marriage. And when the moment the woman chooses to walk out, it is a problem. I saw the way many of you drag Winifred on social media. All of you put blame on her. All of you say she's a gold digger. I don't understand what Winifred is going to dig from Osagie to start with. Winifred, when you talk about education, Winifred is more educated more than Osagie. She's more intelligent more than Osagie. She have a lot of attributes that she can easily build a social media platform on her own and make a lot of money. You understand me? But she choose to attribute herself to a man that is way more low in when it comes to life achievement more than her. But she decided to move with that type of a man, and it is a problem. It is a problem. If many of you never saw what happened before Winifred decide to break up the marriage, or Osagie decide to walk away from the marriage, I believe something is wrong in this community. If all of you cannot figure out what this man has did to this woman, what this man was doing to this woman day in, day out, everything play out openly on social media, and you people cannot still figure it out, something is wrong with many of you. Something is wrong with many of you. And I see this thing play around in our daily life, in our community all the time. People will decide to hate abusive men. People will decide to hate abusive women. They will say, oh, no problem, and they should for holding my baby. You do that is, they want you like to go to 6 feet because of this man. And Daki women, you need to stop this. You need to stop this. You just need to stop it. When you see there is no boundary, it is kamikaze relationship, you have to leave it. You have to let it go. You just have to let it go. Nobody is going to give you a prize for being the most foolishest woman in your marriage or in your relationship. Nobody is going to give you a prize because you allow a man to be the hell and disgrace you publicly. Nobody is coming to give you any prize. I'm telling you. Nobody is going to respect you when you allow yourself to be disgraced, your family, everybody to be disgraced publicly, when you allow a man to make a fool of you publicly on social media. Downgrade your mom, downgrade your family. Nobody is going to give you a prize for that. You're just wasting your time with him. So many of you want to get a point, want to get a prize. When the mother died, I was there. When we were frying garri together, I was there. When we were carrying wood and stone and working as a bricklayer, you want to draw a point with poverty. You want to draw a point with struggle. He beat me how many times I was quiet, I didn't talk. He do this to me, good afternoon, sis. He do this to me, I was quiet. No, why did you want to draw points with struggle? Why can't you drop point with beautiful moments with a man? When you tell a man, when you make a man to know that you are not going to be there for all these abuses and struggle and all this stuff, he's going to understand. He is going to understand. He said, why can't we see you? In the evening time, I will make another video with my face. I'm on Facebook too, YouTube. So when you allow a man to see that you are just there for struggle, you are there to put everything together, you are there to fix his bad behavior, he's going to behave badly to you. It's normal. It's normal. Because most of our Daki men, they are men that have been spoiled. They are coddled too much by their mother, by their sisters. They were supposed to protect us, but the society make us to be the man to protect them. That is why you see many of our black women, they have big arms. They have big arms. Those arms did not grow because they were sitting down and resting their femininity. No, those arms grow because of struggle. They lift everything. They do things that men in the society are supposed to be doing for them. We were made the scapegoat. We were made to be the man, while the men become the women. And today we see how everything is going today. It's difficult for every woman to have a beautiful relationship. So when we come around and talk about the Osagie, she wanted to be a gold digger. I don't know Osagie to be a millionaire before she got married to this lady. This lady comes from a family where the father is okay. I think the mom, they are okay. If she want to get a scholarship to go to the UK, to the Canada, pardon me, she school in Igbinedion Education Center. She can get a scholarship from there. She can get a visa. She can get whatever she want to go to any country she want of her choice. She will never need Osagie to take her to Canada or to America if she want. But many of you choose to see that, oh, she did it, Osagie did it for her, it took her to Canada or whatever. How much will it cost Osagie if Osagie spend the money to take her to Canada? What is the big deal about that? What is the big deal about that? And she have no price to pay to Osagie for that. If Osagie did it, she has no price to pay for that to start with. Because she was married to Osagie, she worked in the foundation, she did a lot of things for him too. So many of you believe you want to be in a struggle of a marriage where the man will benefit 80-90% of your life, your time, your beauty, and you get nothing back. The moment you have a little bit of I don't know, you begin to try to make big deal out of it. She was a gold digger. Now that she's divorced of Osagie, what benefit did she have as a gold digger? Is the court going to award that 30%, 20%, 50% of Osagie properties? No. So when many of you talk about gold diggers, go check your brain properly. When you talk about gold digger with Daki men, I have never seen, even the rich men self, many of them throw their wife on the streets. So the benefit of a gold digger that many of you attribute to her or think that she have is going to Canada. There are men that are white men, other country men that are married to their women, even without no kids. They divorce you, they pay you spousal support, they give you money, they give you some of their properties. So I don't know, when you talk about gold diggers, it seems that many of you are crazy. It seems that many of you are not normal. I'm telling you all. You always want to pass the blame to the woman. You will see how a woman is beaten, battered, disgraced, and at the end, you want to put your blame on her. That is the biggest gaslighting in this community, that many of you don't see wrong in the things that the men do, that make women to walk out of their marriage, that make women to say it is over. You want to always feed their ego. That you want to always feed the men ego. That is why they are the way they are today. If you are a grandma, you are doing this to your son, at the end of the day, they will still come back as a single man to your house. If you are a woman, you are always trying to put your son on the number one front before the women. At the end of the day, if you have a daughter, they will come back single with bunch of children. If you have a son, there will be a serial marrier. Marry this, marry that, marry that. Not until you people understand the problem you are causing to all these women, things will never ever change. Not until all of you understand how you are damaging these people by boosting their ego, by telling them when they are wrong that it is right. things will never change. Just know that things will never change with these people until many of us understand that a woman is supposed to be treated right. A woman is supposed to be respected. A woman is supposed to be provided for. A woman is supposed to be protected. If that is a lot that many of us are supposed to teach our boys at home. Instead, we will say, don't worry, the wife will fix him. Women, our daughters, are not a rehabilitation center for your badly behaved son. So you better go take care of your children. You better go teach them how to be respectful to their women, how to build their women, how to accept their mistake, how to be accountable for their mistake, instead of waiting for them to get married for their wife to become a semi-slave to them. Instead of you waiting for a woman to come and tolerate your son, that he have the right to misbehave in the marriage, and you have the right to tolerate. I'm sorry, I've been there. What I'm talking right now, I've been there. So you have to, either you accept to be treated badly, or you will be replaced. That is what it is in this Blackistan community. Either you allow yourself to be humiliated, to be beaten, battered. If not, you are not going to be married. So it's like you choose one, or you become a single mother. That is what it is. That is what many women don't understand. When they say you're single, why you are single? No, you are bad character whatsoever. It doesn't matter how good you are in this community. If you are going to be single, you will be single. So let me just chip, this video is almost 22 minutes. I don't know if I have to cut the video on YouTube, because I don't want the video to be too long, and come back again, okay, on YouTube. Even on my Facebook, let me cut the video and come back again. I just wanted to just put this out from my mind. So I will go with the analysis of the Abbat's video on my other live stream, so that you will see what Abbat advised Osagie. I feel that was the best truth that I've ever heard from somebody when this separation of Osagie and Winifred happened. The rest was all babbly, all of them talking nonsense like, hey, Winifred, go digger, she did this, she did that. Was all of you blind when this man always come to social media to make fool of himself? Where were all of you? You see straight abuse, and many of you choose to keep quiet, tolerate it. You have to bear it. All men are like that. I'm sorry. All men are not like that. Maybe the men that you choose to date, the quality of the men that you choose to date are like that. All men are not like that. Maybe the ones that you desire to be with are like that, but all of them are not like that. You have to know that. You have to know that. That is the fake notion many of you normally carry around. All men are like that. No. Because you choose to tolerate abuse, you choose to tolerate disrespect, does not mean that everybody is like that. So, let us go straight on the next broadcast to the advice, because at times I don't want to really talk, but there are things that I will just see on social media. For me, it's so irritating. There is no truth, and it really makes me to feel sad, and it make the next person, or the person that is being dragged, it make that person to feel impotent. You can't talk. You are like you are being accused of something that you never did by ignorant people. I was in that shoe. So you just feel like you are powerless. So it's not a beautiful situation at times. I understand. That is why there should be voices that are speaking out about all this bad behavior. Because you see, most of these men, they will always want to defend themselves. They always want to defend themselves. They always want to cover up for each other. That is why it is difficult at times to see men that will come out and speak the truth like this and see the wrong in what their fellow man is doing. You know why many of them cannot speak? Because they are doing exactly the same thing that this person is doing. So they don't have the moral, they don't have the conscience to come out and call out the BS that their fellow men are doing to their wife, because they are as worst as the same men that they are going to call out. So that is why I really applaud this man, about Osagie. At times, I'm not really 100% with everything he's saying, but when I see the truth, I like to pull it out. Or not everything is saga, mind your business. All of us on social media, we are not minding our business. So we should stop saying you should mind your business. Especially when you are a blogger or you are a teacher or whatever, you don't mind your business. There are things that people are miseducated about, and they need to be spoken about. They need to be teaching about. They need to understand that you can't just do anything you like in a marriage, and when the marriage decides to break up and you begin to blame the next person, you begin to blame the victim, you begin to blame the abuser, the person that that is tolerating all your nonsense. Okay? There are billions and thousands and trillion thousands of men in this world that you can hook yourself up to. You are not obligated, permitted to stay with anybody, irrelevant of how many years you have been together. If you are not treating yourself better, it is not worth it. It is not worth it, because too many years is too long to be miserable, to be unhappy, to tolerate people that know what they are doing to you is hurting you. There is no need to tolerate them. You need to throw them to the beam where they belong. Okay? So this video is 27 minutes. Let me stop and come back again. I love all of you all. It's the real Edo girl. And on my Facebook, Single Mother, Single Father in Europe. That is where we talk. Okay? Bye.